This is my pitch video for Brief 3. So far during this module, I've made a risograph print, a 3D model, and a printed key to go with that model. In the risograph print, I started off by showing a difference in GDP and troop contributions, starting off this idea that the lower the GDP was of a UN member state, the higher their troop contributions were. However, I was only able to include 4 countries in this risograph, an infographic study. Because of that, I expanded on this idea during the 3D model brief, where I used the UN reef as a foundation for the 3D model. Each leaf represented a UN member state, and then this was printed as so, where it went up in as troop contributions went up. So at the end you would have the highest contributing UN member state. The printed key would include 15 countries, all showing their GDP, the number of troop contributions, and what their overall military size is, just to show a comparison. So far, I've had 2 main themes, difference in GDP and troop contributions. So for Brief 3, I wanted to focus on the former. Focus on the idea of difference in GDPs, I went for the UN credit cards. These credit cards would be given to a leader of a country, and that would be their sort of like, how much do you want to contribute to the UN, what is the interest what is the interest given because of UN troop contributions, or also interest cost where it is cost of human lives because of a lack of contributions, or a lack of getting involved in a crisis that needed the UN's help. First off, I just started with a few main countries, the US, Germany, and China, and I started off with just this blue and white theme, but then to further it, I changed the colour scheme a little bit to include the blue, black and white that I had been using for the printed key in the 3D model. So here we have the top earning GDPs, which I tried to have a premium card look. So I have this black card with the top earning GDPs. Then next it went back to this blue colour that I had in the original mock-ups, which was the mid-earning GDPs, Norway, Austria, etc. And then you have the low-earning GDPs, which had this white card. And the idea here was to have the separation of the GDPs, low, mid and top. And then from there, in phase 2, I wanted to make bank statements where it would have listed the contributions, whether it's financial, troop contributions, staff, etc., their contributions in this bank statement, and it would then show the difference of who is the most effective UN member state, the lower GDPs, mid or top, and it would be showing the difference. You would also have the cost of human lives in this bank statement, where it would be going back to the delay in crisis responses and what is the cost of human lives due to that hesitation and lack of response from the UN. Another way to expand in phase 2 would be to also make the branding for the Bank of the United Nations. As you can see, I tried to just make this on the spot, where it's just Bank of the United Nations, and it's just sort of like the credit card branding. But I could make the whole branding leaflets, different bank accounts, stuff like that. So that is my pitch for Brief 3. Thank you.